Feisty Basic Architect. Yeah. How y'all doing today? Everybody having a good day? I am, because I get to walk a job site. Walking a job site, always a great day. So, just a quick note there. That's the builder, Stephen Trudeau. Just exceptional builder to work with. So, we're out here at our Humble House project. And you can see all the roof is on. All of our trim is on. We have a little apron of a roof. Garage slab has been poured. I know some of you have asked, what are we putting, or what have we been using or going to use for a rain screen? So this is the Zip rain screen system. So you can see it there. It's basically a gridded matrix, probably about 3/8 of an inch. And it comes on basically a filter fabric there. So we have a whole bunch of that going up on top of the wall. You can see we're all shingled and flashed in there very nicely. And we have all of our siding. And then, of course, we have a little apron roof. So this roof and the front porch roof there are going to get a standing seam metal roof. And like I also said, the garage slab has been poured. And you can see here, I don't know how many people are aware of it, but typically we slope our slabs. So if you look in the back there, it slopes down towards the door. I would say in the 26, 28 feet, it probably drops about 3 to 4 inches. So beautiful framing job. You know, one of the things I point out on other jobs, notice that wall there comes through and then the garage wall gets framed up to it. So you're always framing the green box, I say, and then we add, and it's the same thing on the back side here. All right. Always framing the green box. You can see there it comes through, and then you put your garage up against it. So that way there, this R sheathing that we have on is in fact continuous. You know, it's one of my favorite words, continuity. In building science, it's pretty much key to most building science concepts. Notice here we have the framer stops at the wall and then at the bottom puts a piece of treated lumber in to finish it. And that's just because that one's going to potentially see some exposure to water. And you can see that there. Now, in this one, we still have to get some straps there, but we didn't need hold downs because we have a decent amount of wall there and a decent amount of wall there, and we have 2 feet of wall in the middle. So our structural engineer said, nope, we're pretty good in terms of shear on the garage. I know a lot of guys, they just put them in by default, as well as, you know, I've had a lot of building inspectors say, hey, you need hold downs there. Well, we only need the hold downs if the engineer requires the hold downs. I pointed this out last time, but point it out again to you here. I like to hold, I call it the pork chop. I don't know what you guys call it. It's the little triangular piece there. That is the end of the eave. Sometimes they get brought out and then they even turn the corner and then the corner board goes up to it. I like to hold it back and have the rake come all the way down to the fascia. Now, you can see here the fascia is actually set back quite a bit, and the reason for that is we are putting rain gutters on here, so that way you don't have to see the end of the roof gutter. So I haven't been here. I've been on vacation the last couple weeks, but you can see it there too. Oh, painted up. And of course, turn the corner, all of that temporary staging is gone, and we have our big old cantilever. And then of course all of the roof. Now, you know, one thing as an architect that I constantly have to fight clients that, can we make this bigger? Can we make this bigger? Can we make this bigger? And then we end up with little areas like that, and it's like, you know, no, we can't make it any bigger. We're already jamming it. So in hindsight, we should have probably just filled that in and put a cricket in and brought everything out to that corner. But that's the dining room alcove. And then of course you can see we have our large beams, and now they just go down to a 6x6, and that's a treated 6x6, a pair of them. And then you can see we also have our footings there. So we'll have our deck going in, or low deck here. I don't know if you guys are familiar, but it's a standard Simpson base, and the thing that's nice about it is it's actually got a standoff, right? So it stands off the ground. You can see there's a cap that comes up over the top, so it can be bolted through, it can be screwed to, but the standoff is nice in that you're not, when you think of wood as kind of a handful of straws, it wants to suck the water up via capillary action. That's how a tree like this gets water to leaves up there. Its fibers are vertically oriented like a set of straws. And so when you cut it, it doesn't change. So the standoff there, if any water or anything gets in here and pools or whatever, we're not sitting in that. We're sitting above the water, and that's true of that one. I'm going to take a walk back here. Let me spin around, because I think this is pretty dramatic from out here. Now, you know, one of the things that I will commend these people on, beautiful backyard, beautiful site, and it's really nice to see when clients say, yeah, we're going to use the outside a lot, and then they put their money where their mouth is. And so you end up with a beautiful overhanging patio there that will just get utilized beyond belief. Now, all the windows, they're supposed to arrive here in New England later this week, and so we'll be putting in windows either later this week or the beginning of next week. We have a pad out here poured. Remember, we talked about this corner here is for our mechanical systems. So we poured a pad there that now they'll landscape up to and around. And then of course our Bilco door with our precast stairway system. I had some temporary staging there. So taking a walk around this side. We do have our little basement window systems there installed, so it holds back the ground. And we got this whole side of the yard all cleaned up here, so we can walk around out here and get a good shot of what's going on here. So the siding is LP's Smart Side. It's going to be in a dark color, very close to the trim color, and the windows are also that dark color. So let's back up even a little bit more and So if we can't catch the whole house, yeah. So, and like I said, we're gonna have a standing seam metal roof. I believe it's copper color was our final decision on that. So, and I believe this is all SmartSide trim here. So, yeah, if we turn it around, it's oriented strand board. And it comes pre-finished. There. So, moving around, we have some nice details happening here. Some nice large square bases that go up to a tapered column and such. So it'll look really nice. But let's walk around here. We got the dumpster here, so I can't get away. Standard porch framing here. You can see we down below. It's always one of those things. I always like to put the beam underneath and tuck it out of sight, and then we can do a little skirt around there and hide it, rather than if you make this the beam, then the sonotube always sits out in front of that proud. So that allows us to tuck that in there nice and neat. And these are only 2x8s anyway, so 16 inches on center. And and then it sits on a triple there, you can see. Our 6x6s, a couple of LVLs in front there. And we're back around to the front of the house. So just a little progress check-in. So hopefully you enjoyed that. And yeah, I can't imagine if they haven't already started. Mechanicals be starting soon. Get the windows in and get this place buttoned up. So stay tuned. A lot more happening out here. Until next time, you know it. I'm Steve Basic Architect. If you are not a subscriber, hit that subscribe button. Smash it. If you are, thank you. Look forward to joining you tomorrow morning. So always publishing stuff, just doing a little walk around, sharing my thoughts with you. So hopefully you enjoy it. If you got any comments, requests, thoughts, improvements, I always welcome respectable critiques. So until next time, long live our buildings.